to honor our award recipients. And I offer my heartfelt congratulations to the Honorable Laura Baird, who is receiving the Thomas E. Brennan Lifetime Achievement Award, Mary Chartier, who is receiving the Leo A. Farhat Outstanding Attorney Award, G. Allen Wallace, who is receiving the Theodore W. Swift Civility Award, A. Michelle Lane, who is receiving the Camille S. Aboud Distinguished Volunteer Award, Elaine Hardy, who is receiving the Liberty Bell Award, Jeffrey T. Landon, who is receiving the Legal Services of South Central Michigan Pro Bono Award, and Pamela Amato, who is receiving the President's Special Recognition Award. I would like to take a minute to thank the awards committee, who did an absolutely outstanding job putting this event together. The committee chairs are Jessica Zimbelman and Alex Rossick, who were assisted by the Honorable James Jamo, the Honorable Cynthia Ward, and Takura Nyamfokuza. I hope I got that right. I would also like to thank Madeline Lowry and her staff, who have brought together the technical know-how that made this event possible, and we appreciate that. Finally, I would like to give a thank you to our sponsors and to all of our members who have stuck through with us through this time. Without all of you, we couldn't be here today. It is now my pleasure to introduce our Master of Ceremonies, Sherry Jones. As I'm sure you know, Miss Jones is the WLNS TV 6 and 11 o'clock news anchor. When I was looking online about Miss Jones and her accomplishments, I found that her awards and her honors are far too many to name here tonight. I'll highlight a few. She has been on national television, including The Forensic Files and The Montel Williams Show. She was inducted into the Michigan Association of Broadcasters Hall of Fame in 2018. And she also leads the WLNS Crime Stoppers program. We're grateful that she's here with us tonight, and I am pleased to welcome her, our Master of Ceremonies, Sherry Jones.
Thank you so much, Sandra. It's great to be with everybody tonight. I hope you're really enjoying everything that is happening in your lives right now personally. And tonight is definitely a reason to celebrate. So glad to be here with you tonight. Chuck Barbieri had the privilege to serve as the president of the Ingham County Bar Association in 2019-2020. Now, prior to and during his tenure, he helped in developing the association's first strategic plan, and he has helped organize the last 3 ICBA bench bar conferences. Now, in addition, he served from 2017 to 2019 as president of Michigan State University Inn of Court. He remains the chair of the Inn's ongoing mentoring program. He has also had the distinction of serving as the president of the environmental law section of the Michigan State Bar. In addition to his bar activities, Chuck has also served on several civic and community groups and committees over the past few years. A member of commercial litigation practice group at Foster Swift Collins and Smith, Chuck concentrates his law practice most exclusively on environmental and First Amendment and media law matters. His clients include municipalities, companies, and individuals as he assists them with environmental law, litigation, air, water, waste, natural resource permitting and approval, air, water, soil, groundwater, surface water, natural resources, right to know regulatory compliance, negotiation of contracts, insurance, review of due diligence for transactions, investigating and cleanup of contaminated sites, sewer authorities, and recycling. First Amendment and media law, libel litigation, Freedom of Information Act, FOIA requests and issues, Open Meeting Act issues, subpoenas, news gathering issues, courtroom access issues, as well as access to court record issues. He's been a frequent author on environmental and First Amendment issues, and while in law school, he was an articles editor of his school's law review. He published a note and legal survey while on law review. So at this time, I would like to introduce you to Chuck.
I'm not sure whether I'm supposed to speak now, but I want to thank the board for the opportunity to serve with them, and hope that the board continues in the excellent form that Sandra has directed us in this past year. So thank you. It was a privilege in the 125th year to be its president.
And now, Chuck, you are going to perform a moment of silence, correct?
I can, yes. All right. Each year, we recognize those in our legal community that have passed away. We do so again this year. I would note that the following persons have died: David Ernie Paul Pashnik, Walter Scott Sapera, George Sullivan, Thomas Rasmussen, William A. Sundquist, Joe Fink, Lawrence Lindemer, Alan Claypool, J. Ernest Brandt, Wiley Bean, Elizabeth Libby M. Otis, Gary Allen Wallace, Philip James Rosewern, and Michael John Ferenczi. Will you now join me in a moment of silence in honor of their service to our community and our profession? Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Chuck. We appreciate that. Now we're going to move to our sponsors that have helped us bring this evening together. I would like to have special recognition for the Abood Law Firm, Chelgen and Tripp Law Offices, Chartier and Neum Fakudza, Clark Hill, Crenshaw Peterson and Associates, Fahey Schultz, Berzik, Rhodes, Farhat and Story, Foster Swift, Collins and Smith, Fraser, Trebilcock, Graywall Law, Hall Matson, Judicial Services Group, Murphy and Spagnolo, Sinus Dramus, Speaker Law Firm, and Willingham and Cote. So please give them a round of applause. Well, the Ingham County Bar Association would like to take this time to thank immediate past president Charles Barbieri and immediate past president of the Young Lawyers Section, Teddy Eisenhut, for their dedication and service to our Bar Association. Now it is time for the President's Special Recognition Award. This shall be presented to a member of the Ingham County Bar Association in recognition of their tireless and extraordinary contributions to the mission and goals of the ICBA. In his capacity as the outgoing president, Charles Barbieri has the honor of recognizing an attorney who has assisted not only himself, but also the ICBA during his tenure in the past year. This year, Mr. Barbieri is proud to recognize Pamela Amato for her contributions to himself and the ICBA at large. Pam has carved out a successful career as a lawyer specializing in domestic relations and estate planning and law, and is associated with Mallory, Lapka, Scott, and Sellen of Lansing. More importantly, during the past year, she provided enthusiastic and capable service to the ICBA. She served as its treasurer. Now, in that role, she participated in the ICBA Executive Committee. She also served on the Awards Committee, and she also took part as co-chair of the ICBA's first Strategic Planning Committee. The Strategic Planning Committee has set the goals of increasing and enhancing membership, providing stable financial management, and ensuring access to justice and legal education. In Pam's role, she helped spearhead a necessary dues increase, as the ICBA had not increased its dues for almost a decade. The ICBA is indebted to Pam for her loyal and dedicated service. However, as they say, the best is yet to come, as Pam will soon ascend to the presidency in another year or so of the ICBA. So let's congratulate Pam on a job well done.
It is an honor and a privilege to receive the President's Award. This award is given each year by the outgoing president, Chuck Barbieri, to recognize an individual for his or her outstanding service on behalf of the board. This past year, I served as treasurer, working on the Financial Strategic Planning Committee and working on our executive committee. I am especially humbled given the caliber of each of the people that I serve with on the board. Each member of the board is dedicated, hardworking, does what is asked, what is expected, and so often what is unexpected. I would like to thank all members of the Ingham County Bar Association for being so supportive of the bar. Our current board and the boards that came before us work for our members. Without our members, it would not be very fun or rewarding to be on the board. I would also like to thank our sponsors, for without them, the board could not do its good work each year and the events that we all enjoy that bring us together. Thank you, Chuck, for your kind recognition. Ingham County board members, Ingham County bar members, and our most generous sponsor. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Pam. So wonderful. Let's take a look right now at our prior recipients of this President's Special Recognition Award. Fantastic, and congratulations to them. All right, next up we have the Thomas E. Brennan Lifetime Achievement Award. Now, this award is given to lawyers who have made a significant and long-standing contribution to the advancement or improvement of the justice system and the betterment of the legal profession in the state of Michigan. They also have attained professional excellence as demonstrated by accomplishments in the law or our service to the profession during his or her career. The Lifetime Achievement Award may be given in any 1 year. However, the award is given only in those years when it's determined that an exceptionally worthy recipient has been nominated. This year's exceptionally worthy recipient is retired Judge Laura Baird, the first woman to ever be awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award. It came as no surprise to the awards committee that Judge Baird was nominated by numerous distinguished colleagues for this Lifetime Achievement Award. Judge Baird grew up in northern Michigan, where her father and grandfather were probate judges in adjunct counties. Judge Baird is married to attorney George Zulakis. They have 2 adult children, Michael, who has served in the U.S. Navy, and Zoe, who has served in AmeriCorps and is now studying law. Some of you may know that Judge Baird, in her former role as the judge in the 30th Circuit Court, but her dedication to public service began long before she donned the black robe. Judge Baird's prior public service includes serving many years as a Michigan State representative and as Ingham County Commissioner. Now, in these roles, she earned a reputation of being fearless and steadfast in her support for those most in need and most marginalized in our society. She has been described as always open to listening to all sides of an issue and working through the policy concerns to reach the best solution for everyone. Some of her most important work came on very important issues affecting millions of Michiganders every day. Issues like mental health, family court, child protection, and estates. Judge Baird has also volunteered her time for many organizations, including serving as the president of Ellie's Place for Grieving Children. She has also been recognized by numerous organizations for her dedication to public service. After taking the bench in the year 2000, Judge Baird served with dignity, grace, and compassion towards those who came before her in 2016. She was elected as the president of Michigan's Judges Association. One of her greatest accomplishments was founding the Ingham County Phoenix Court in 2017. She then presided over it until her retirement. The Phoenix Treatment Court serves youth who are victims of sexual trauma or have been sexually exploited. And it's accomplished its mission by partnering with the youth to offer services and opportunities that foster healing and resiliency, empowerment and stability, and values in the relationship that are secure, trustworthy, and enriching. As Judge Janice Cunningham has stated, one of Judge Baird's lasting legacy will be the manner in which she mentored so many young lawyers, especially women, as they entered the practice of law. She always made herself available, and her advice and insight was invaluable. The importance to the profession of having a circuit court judge willing to interact and encourage young lawyers cannot be overstated. Being involved was something she felt was very important to pass along to the next generation of lawyers. Judge Baird has had a distinguished career of providing significant and long-standing contributions to the legal profession and our community that we should definitely be thankful for. She is an example of what we should aspire to and how one person can really make a difference. Thank you for everything that you have given to our community, Judge Baird, and best of luck to you and George in all your future endeavors.
I want to thank the Ingham County Bar Association Selection Committee for choosing me as the 2020 Thomas E. Brennan Lifetime Achievement Award honoree. I also want to thank the highly regarded lawyers who nominated me for this award and the esteemed lawyers and judges who supported my nomination. It was a delightful surprise, and I am deeply humbled and honored. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I've always been interested in the value of families, both to individuals and to society. Our families are what matter most to each of us and to other people too. I never considered family court to be a lesser part of the circuit court, but instead crucial to our well-being as individuals and to the community as a whole. Throughout my long and varied career, I followed that commitment and done what I could to make life better whenever I could, for whomever I could. It was time well spent. My husband, George Zoulakis, has been an invaluable source of knowledge and inspiration to me, and I'm grateful to him. We have faced a number of personal challenges together along the way, and I've been able to learn from those challenges and be strengthened by them. I'm also grateful to my friends and colleagues from whom I continue to learn. I have grown through knowing them. The next generation of lawyers impress me as can-do people who seem to have a genuine interest in people as well. They give me great hope for our future. It's always been a pleasure to have them in court. There's a lot of talent coming up in our profession, so we can rest assured. The late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg said, "Fight for the things you care about, but do it in a way that will lead others to join you." That's what I have tried to accomplish. Thank you very much. I'll cherish this award.
Congratulations, Judge Baird. Now this is a look at our prior recipients of the Thomas E. Brennan Lifetime Achievement Award. And as always, congratulations to them as we reflect on our history. Our next award is the Leo A. Farhat Outstanding Attorney Award, and it shall be presented to a member of the Ingham County Bar Association who has distinguished himself or herself by manifesting exemplary character, integrity, judgment, and legal scholarship while adhering to and advancing the highest principles and traditions of the legal profession. Special consideration will be given to those members who have made an extraordinary commitment to bench and/or bar activities at the local, state, or national levels. In addition to the traditional qualities of excellence in the practice of law, the award seeks to recognize a private law practitioner who has provided outstanding service to the public and who possesses an exemplary reputation in the legal community, the highest of ethical standards, and who revels in maintaining a life that balances a passion for excellence, both professionally, with the joy of having a family and friends. In addition, the award seeks to recognize a person who exhibits qualities of openness and humility, coupled with a sincere concern for the interests of others, including the professional development of newer practitioners. The Leo A. Farhat Outstanding Attorney Award is being presented to Mary Chartier because she has distinguished herself by manifesting exemplary character, integrity, judgment, and legal scholarship while adhering to and advancing the highest principles and traditions of the legal profession. Special consideration was given to Mary's extraordinary commitment to bench and bar activities at the local, state, and national levels. Mary is compassionate. She's hardworking, a constitutional warrior who serves as a role model for many women who want to excel in the legal field, or the fan favorite, as I'm told, a pit bull in high heels. Her intelligence, her bravery, her passion, her professionalism make her shine in the field of law that sometimes can be pretty dark. Mary truly believes that all of her staff can have a positive impact on the cases that the firm takes. She values their input and opinions. Mary's zest for life is evident in the office, where gobble games, scavenger hunts, special birthday surprises, firm trips, and a whole lot more add bonding time and a large dose of fun to your time together. Doubtless, Mary is compassionate about the law and pretty much everything else. Indeed, there's something about Mary. Congratulations, Mary.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Well, you know, we live on completely opposite ends of town. This really isn't on the way to anywhere. But I'm here to present the Leo Farhat Outstanding Attorney Award, which, as you know, is presented only to someone who distinguishes herself based on manifesting exemplary character, integrity, judgment, and legal scholarship while adhering to advancing the highest principles and traditions of the legal profession. And you may have missed it, but to your left is the award. And what's that in your hand?
I had no idea this was happening today. None whatsoever. Oh my goodness, I'm so surprised.
Oh yes.
This is, did you hear this, Ruth? Oh my goodness.
Congratulations, Mary! The 2020 Farhat Outstanding Attorney Award winner! Hey!
Hi there. All joking aside, I want to thank the Ingham County Bar Association for this amazing award. To be recognized along with the legendary Leo Farhat is quite an honor. Many of you don't know that I come from an immigrant family. My maternal grandmother could not speak English. She could not read or write. She had to sign her name with an X. This isn't because she wasn't a smart woman. It was because she grew up in a village where education wasn't valued for poor children, especially for girls. 2 generations later, and I'm being honored as the Outstanding Attorney of the Year. I can't tell you how much this means to me. It also goes to show what can happen when opportunities are given to people who many would write off. The reality is that our janitors, taxi cab drivers, and more have dreams for themselves and their children. The man who emptied the trash and cleaned the bathrooms in Rhode Island, my father, now has a daughter who's argued before the Michigan Supreme Court and the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals. And the woman who worked on a factory floor, who never drove a car, who never had a checking account, now has a daughter with a law firm that has exonerated multiple people, including recently a man who spent 26 years in prison for a murder he did not commit. We're all connected. We have a lot more that joins us than divides us. This core belief is embedded in the DNA of our law firm, which is why I'm so proud to work with this amazing team. I believe our team is the best and most tenacious criminal defense team anywhere in the country. I love that we're not spectators. We work to fight injustice. We work to defend the Constitution, and we love doing it. My fun, brilliant business partner, Takura Nyamfakutsa, Kim Barris, Lizzie Carey, Tony Palmer-Peterson, Kurt Kraus, Marissa Vinsky, and Nicole Hoskins. They all work tirelessly because the belief in justice is embedded in the fabric of our lives. While we work tirelessly, we're also passionate about having fun. We have a lot of laughs and we have a lot of adventures. And there's no one who I have as many laughs and adventures with as my husband, Jeff. No matter how crazy the idea, he's always on board. I love and adore him. Thank you to everyone for this honor. I'll always cherish it.
Congratulations, Mary. Wonderful words. Congratulations. Right now, this is a look at our prior recipients of the Leo A. Farhad Outstanding Attorney Award. We're going to take a moment and just review all these outstanding names. Our next award is the Theodore W. Swift Civility Award. It shall be presented to a member of the Ingham County Bar Association who has distinguished himself or herself by manifesting civility in his or her relationships with the bench, bar, clients, and the public, while adhering to and advancing the highest principles and traditions of the legal profession. The award recognizes skill and success in practicing one profession, while at the same time exhibiting the civility and collegiality may coexist and contribute to overall and long-term success. Long-term service to the profession and practice is an influential factor, but is not a prerequisite to be the recipient of this award. Assistance to and support of other members of the bar may also be considered. Special consideration may be given to those members who have made extraordinary commitment to bench or bar activities at the local, state, and national levels. The committee considered a broad range of factors with the meaning of civility, while not intended to be an exhaustive list, such as qualities as promptness, temperament, common courtesy, sense of humor, fairness in scheduling events, fairness in taking depositions, and treatment of witnesses, judges, court personnel, adversaries, and subordinates. Gary Allen Wallace, who most know as Al or Big Al, began his legal career at the Fraser Trebilcock firm after graduating from the Thomas M. Cooley School of Law, along with his wife, Stacy. In 2010, Al joined Miller Canfield's Lansing office, where his law practice included municipal law, real estate, economic development, and political law. In 2013, Al was elevated to partner at Miller Canfield. Al Wallace exemplified the above principles in civility, regardless of who you were, from speaking with clerical staff at his office or your office, to appearances in court or meeting with influential public figures, Al was courteous. He was gracious and interested in what was happening in your world, generous with his time, even when he had precious little to spare. He was an advisor to countless individuals, including fellow lawyers, businessmen and women, political leaders on both sides of the aisle, and judges, whether litigating, putting together a complex public or private development deal, or greeting someone on the street. Al was civil and collegial. From this, he never wavered. Manners mattered to Al, making him a true gentleman in all of his endeavors, both personal and professional. Al's Southern drawl, his positive attitude, his sense of humor, his warm charisma made being around him so enjoyable. Just 40 years old when he passed away. Al had the common sense of an older man. His height made it impossible for him to enter a room unnoticed, and his personality made you glad that he was there. Al showed enormous strength and courage throughout his battle with cancer, continuing to serve his clients and offering to help, all of his help to his colleagues when he could along the way. He leaves behind his wife, Stacy, and their children, Emery, who is 8, Luke, who is 10, and Jacob, who is 17. Al Wallace will certainly be missed by many. His positive, civil approach to the profession will not be forgotten and hopefully will be emulated. Tonight, we are honoring Mr. G. Allen Wallace posthumously. It is now my great honor to read you Mr. Wallace's family's acceptance of the Theodore W. Swift Civility Award on his behalf. On behalf of our family, including Alan's dear parents and sister, it is a privilege and honor to accept this award for Alan. Alan would have been so honored to receive this award. I don't think he embodied civility in the traditional sense. He wasn't formally polite, and he never hesitated to set someone straight if he thought the situation called for it. But more than anyone I ever met, he valued and respected people. He made everyone feel like they were incredibly significant to them. And they were. Somehow he was able to relate to anyone and everyone. Alan was always friends with the CEO, but he also knew the CEO's assistant and the janitor by name. And he was interested in their lives, everyone's life. After his passing, I've continued to receive letters and cards from people expressing how Alan affected them. We were married for 19 years, but it regularly surprised me how many people and the variety of people that he built relationships with. I and the rest of family could not be more proud of Alan, and we are so grateful for you to be honoring him tonight. And now let's take a look at some of the past recipients of the Theodore W. Swift Civility Award. Our next award is the Camille S. Abu Distinguished Volunteer Award, and it shall be presented to a member of the Ingham County Bar Association who has distinguished himself or herself by making voluntary contributions of time and talent for the benefit of others. Consideration will be given to any volunteer service, whether or not it happens to involve the Lansing area community. A long-term commitment to the public service is a very influential factor, but it does not a prerequisite to the recipient of this award. The award is intended to honor attorneys for their volunteer efforts and therefore should not be awarded on the basis of any service performed for monetary compensation. The services to be recognized may or not be law-related, but they should indicate a significant commitment to volunteer service. This award's recipient, A. Michelle Lane, does just that. Michelle's practice focuses on estate planning and estate and trust administration. But aside from her work at Children and Tripp, Michelle is a member of the Probate and Estate Planning and Elder Law Disability Rights section of the State Bar. She works extensively for ICLE as an editor, speaker, and as a member of the Probate and Estate Advisory Board. She often presents for MSU FCU and the National Business Institute. Michelle is active in the East Lansing community and public school system. She is a lay counselor at her church and serves on the diaconate. She volunteers with the humanitarian aid organization, Samaritan's Purse, the Ingham County Bar, and people of Ingham County are so lucky to have Michelle working and serving us. Congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Michelle Lane, and I'm an attorney with Children and Tripp Law Offices. And it is with great honor and humility that I accept the Camille S. Aboud Distinguished Volunteer Award this evening. First, I want to acknowledge his contribution to this area and for leading the way by example in his years of service and volunteering. I also want to acknowledge, and this is to the Aboud family, and offer my condolences for the passing of Mary Alice Aboud fairly recently, and just acknowledge her contribution as well. I could see that she certainly had a heart for volunteering. And so the legacy continues there. So I just wanted to take a few moments to acknowledge that. It's difficult to accept an award like this, and I'm sure that my predecessors have felt the same way. And struggling with the idea of being singled out for doing something like service. And I prescribe to the philosophy. Jesus actually said it best when he said, I'll quote it, "When you give to the needy, do not announce it with trumpets. Do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing." So essentially this means do good deeds in secret. So I'm thankful that there's no trumpets tonight. I don't want to appear altruistic, and I do like the idea of being recognized as many people would. So I am thankful for that. But it is one of those dynamics that there's a struggle there. I want to take this time, just a few moments that I do have, to encourage young moms. I was one at one time in this area of service. As a young mom, I struggled with how can I contribute to society? How can I serve when I'm raising children? And I just want to encourage you to let you know that it is possible. Some of my most rewarding and memorable times as a young mom was when I worked and served with my young kids. Just some examples of that. I have wonderful memories of serving and delivering Meals on Wheels with my toddlers. And when we arrived at the home where we delivered a meal, they would loudly and enthusiastically announce Meals on Wheels, and which was good because most of our clients had difficulty hearing. So it was good that they knew we were there. But it just is a wonderful memory. In addition, we participated as a family in many walks, particularly for the Alzheimer's Association. And those walks were with, at one point, a double stroller, and then we upgraded to the little red wagon. And I'm sure at least one of those walks probably took place with a child in my womb. So these are just examples. More recently, my teenage children and I went to Midland to help with flood relief and help homeowners. And that was really a delight to be able to serve alongside my teenagers. And so they've grown up in the environment, and I learned to use an oscillating saw in the process. So all this to say that this is a family thing. So I really appreciate my family for being a part of this. I would say that my husband could very well be a recipient of the same award tonight for his service to our community, the school district, and our church. And now I can serve really in my own capacity without necessarily the children alongside me, but I still wouldn't be able to do it without their support and encouragement. So I do thank them for that. My final thoughts are obviously I thank Chowjin and Tripp for nominating me and just for valuing service in the same way that I do. And I thank the Ingham County Bar Association for selecting me for this award. And I want to congratulate all of my well-deserving colleagues who are also being recognized tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle, and congratulations. Fantastic. Let's take a look at our prior recipients of the Camille S. Abboud Distinguished Volunteer Award. It's an amazing list of names. So much legacy, so much to be proud of. Fantastic. Our next award is the Liberty Bell Award. The Liberty Bell Award recognizes outstanding service performed by a non-lawyer citizen who was given time and energy to strengthen the effectiveness of the American system of justice. Such services might include promoting a better understanding of our Constitution and the Bill of Rights, encouraging a greater respect for the law and of the courts, stimulating a deeper sense of individual responsibility so that citizens recognize their duties as well as their rights, contributing to the effectiveness, functioning of our institutions of government, and fostering a better understanding and appreciation of the rule of law. If you have attended the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Luncheon at the Lansing Center in the past several years, then the recipient of the 2020 Liberty Bell Award is no stranger to you. Elaine Hardy is the current chairperson for the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Commission of Mid-Michigan, where she represents the city of East Lansing. Her passionate dedication to and belief in the legacy of Dr. King drives and motivates her to find ways to honor his legacy in her life by serving others. Elaine is committed to seeing the youth reach their full potential, and she devotes her time as a mentor and supporting youth advocacy for social justice. Elaine Hardy began her professional career at the downtown Lansing YMCA, where she piloted the development of one of the region's most successful teen development programs. Elaine remained with the YMCA as the director of youth and family programs until 2001, when she went to work for the city of East Lansing as the coordinator of the newly established community center, then still under construction. She served for 19 years as the manager of the day-to-day operations at the Hannah Community Center. Currently, Elaine serves as the City of East Lansing's first appointed Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Administrator, where she is responsible for leading the city organization and its 600 employees through a full cultural realignment. She is actively involved with the YMCA of Lansing and serves as the director of the YMCA of Lansing's Y Achievers program. It's a hugely popular and well-respected college readiness, leadership development, and mentoring program for teens. Over the past 2 decades, Elaine has helped to expose more than 3,500 teens to college programs and professional careers, including in the legal field and historically Black colleges and universities during the annual YMCA Achievers Cultural Immersion and College Tour. She works to encourage students to pursue college as the next step often reminding them that a college education should not be an optional life choice. Her work involves personally working with teens and their families, planning and coordinating one of the Mid-Michigan region's most successful college tour programs. Speaking to groups about the importance of mentoring, she is committed to enriching the lives of youth and their families. Elaine has been a resident of East Lansing, Michigan for the past 30 years and is the recipient of a number of honors and awards, including the 2019 Davis-Dunning Bar Association's Trailblazer Award. She is the mother of 2 adult children, Jasmine and Malcolm, and 2 bonus sons, Aiden, age 10, and Asher, who is 4 years old. Congratulations, Elaine, on winning the Liberty Bell Award.
I would like to thank the Ingham County Bar Association for selecting me as this year's Liberty Bell Award recipient. I am deeply honored and humbled by this recognition. I believe that justice is the cornerstone of our democracy. Dr. King once said that until justice rolls down like rivers and righteousness as a mighty stream, that we should not be satisfied. I am encouraging all Ingham County Bar Association participants to continue your stride toward freedom and justice for all humankind. Thank you again for this recognition.
Congratulations again, Elaine. Let's take a look at the prior recipients of the Liberty Bell Award as well. Again, some fantastic honorees. The Bar Association can be very proud of all the prior recipients that we've highlighted tonight. Our next award is the Pro Bono Award. The Ingham County Bar Association will honor at least one individual with the Pro Bono Award at the ICBA annual meeting in November. The LSSCM Pro Bono Award will be bestowed annually to a lawyer that has made significant contributions through legal services of South Central Michigan's Pro Bono program. It is our hope that by calling attention to their contributions, many people will also be inspired to provide or continue providing support to low-income individuals who are in need of legal aid. Jeffrey Landon of Farhat and Story PC is this year's recipient of Legal Services of South Central Michigan's Pro Bono Award. In selecting the recipient, consideration is given to the level of engagement with LSSCM's work, including the number of pro bono hours provided, the complexity of cases that he handled, and significant projects performed. Jeff gives generously of his time. He accepts all pro bono referrals, and for several years, he has served as a volunteer income tax advisor, helping low-income individuals prepare their tax returns, working every Saturday during tax season. He also serves on the State Bar Character and Fitness Committee, which he joined in 2016. Jeff has an MBA in addition to his law degree, which he received from Michigan State University's College of Law in 2010. Prior to law school, he worked more than 14 years for the Ford Motor Company at its Ypsilanti facility. After practicing law in North Dakota until February of 2012, Jeff joined Farhat and Story, where he has a diverse practice, including criminal, family, bankruptcy, collections, landlord-tenant, general civil, real estate, and business. He will take cases that other lawyers might decline. No challenge is too big or too small for Jeff. Jeff is an avid outdoorsman. He loves his dogs, and adding recently a German Shepherd Bernese mountain dog mix to the family. Hailing from Jackson, Jeff and his wife Heidi live on her family farm in Napoleon. They have 2 teenage boys and a daughter who attends U of M. Outwardly quiet and reserved, his partners report that Jeff has quite the sense of humor and is known for an occasional prank around the office. Jeff is an exceptionally nice person, and his colleagues have great affection for him. For those who know Jeff, it's not difficult to see his heart for pro bono work. Congratulations, Jeff Landon.
My name is Jeff Landon, and I have had the pleasure serving the Lansing area with Farhat Story for over the last almost 9 years. Over the last 4 or 5 years, I've also helped referrals from legal services with pro bono bankruptcies and at least one divorce. I thank the Ingham County Bar for bestowing me with this honor, and I thank Farhat Story for allowing me to volunteer some of my time to help these people. It has been a pleasure, and I would like to thank you again.
Congratulations again, Jeff, for receiving the Pro Bono Award. And now we are going to look at the past recipients. Congratulations to all our award recipients, and it was my honor serving you tonight as your MC and host. Again, such a privilege. Congratulations to all of our winners. It's just been a fantastic evening for me to be with you, and I wish you nothing but the best in the coming new year of 2021. And I'll hope to see you tonight on the 11 o'clock news.
I would like to say thank you, Sherry, so much for hosting our event tonight. It was very kind of you, and we truly appreciate it. And again, congratulations to all of our award recipients. I have to say personally that you're all so inspiring to me, and I wish you the absolute best, and the awards are absolutely deserving to all of you. Our next ICBA event will be Friday, February 11th at 5 o'clock, and that will be our Meet the Judges event. So I hope that I will see you all again at that time. But until then, I hope that you all have a wonderful evening and stay safe. Thank you.